What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, prenoon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanDaily broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is a very special day. You already know what it is. You already know what's going on. You already know why it's a very special day. We shot the Fear M podcast, everybody's favorite podcast. Fear M podcast is under fire, as a matter of fact, right now. So Fear End is under attack. Cuties Crash Out is going mainstream on Twitter. Y'all are cooked. Yeah, I know. I hope it brings like attention and eyeballs to the actual podcast, though, because it's really funny that normies watched it and they just like were yelling about us, and you know, there's like hundreds of thousands of likes on it. But it's cool because, like, you know, maybe they'll just like investigate a little bit further and realize that we're good friends. A lot of girlies don't know y'all are friends. They're getting really mad at Will and you. Yeah, I know. It's funny though, because it's like, wait, did Hospaz delete it or something? Oh no, he didn't. He just posted, okay, damn. This one got 30K likes. Women should make misogynistic men cower in fear more often. Little bitch couldn't even look her in the eye. It's pretty wild. We have a fun little bit today, or shot tonight. You should rage bait QT again over this clip. Lol, I kid. It's crazy how this post is taken off. Yeah, it's pretty funny though. People will just be like, this is exactly my experience with all of the misogynists that have hated on me for enjoying Taylor Swift. And it's like, well, you know, we're memeing. Like, we're rage baiting our friend who we love. Anyway, and not only is she our friend, but also our equal partner. Look. There's so many. It's awesome. I think it's dope. I think this is the closest we've been to like a FaZe Clan style situation where we just like clip bait, we clip farm, and then it goes crazy. And then hopefully it increases the amount of viewership that we get for the pod. Brother, you guys are getting legit canceled? No, we're not, man. Shut up. It's just... no, dude, we're not. That's not a real thing, okay? That's not a fucking real thing. Please, don't be annoying about this shit, okay? Yeah, please, stop. Memeing too close to the sun, I don't care. Anyway, hopefully it'll like I said, hopefully it'll turn into more viewership for the pod. That would be awesome. I think what a lot of people don't realize is that the audience's expectations, or the audience's like reception of something that you see is not going to actually rip apart the dynamic that you have with your real world friends. You know what I mean? It can sometimes, it can test people's real existing relationships, but that doesn't, you know, it's not going to actually impact the real world friendship that you have. In any case, that's fun though. I like it. I think it's cool. I mean, for me, this is nothing, but I feel bad for Will a little bit. I'll be honest. Because, like, you know, he's not super used to getting blistered like this, like being in the crosshairs like this. This for me is like any given. I mean, I get like Swifties saying I'm misogynistic is nothing in comparison to the American government. You know what I mean? Or the Israeli government using its Hasbara network to call me a fucking terrorist and demand I get deplatformed and maybe even arrested every day. So, like, for me, this is like, this washes past me. This washes past me. Okay, yeah, see, I called it yesterday. New Yorker's also done it. The New Yorker trashed for inviting pro 9/11 radical Hasan Piker, who called Israelis inbred to speak at festival. This photo is so awesome. Are they baiting their audience into thinking that like I'm cool and I'm a radical because I'm wearing a Texas tee? This is me LARPing as a J6er. Again, no motion, no momentum. Pro 9/11 radical is wild and potential libel, is it not? Guys, we don't live in the old world, okay? I think a lot of you guys don't understand this thing where you say like, dude, like, what are you doing? Sue these newspapers. It's the New York Post, brother. That's all they do. All the replies are just horrifically Islamophobic. At a certain point, you get used to this stuff, okay? if you are a visible, high-profile Muslim doing any kind of political commentary, this is your life. This is your life forever. And this has been my life forever. I don't really give a shit. It's just right-wing propaganda. Who gives a fuck? Also, I love the New York Post. As you guys know, it's my favorite newspaper. It's the most serious newspaper in the tri-state. It is the real democracy dies in the darkness newspaper. So, you know, shouts out to the New York Post. They're my goats. I love them. What I need to do is get copies of these papers, like all of the ones where they've written about me, and just like put it together in a compilation, because I think it's sick. Was Cutie actually mad in the clip? Not really. I mean, it's just, it's. I mean, she did get annoyed about the Taylor Swift stuff for sure, but like, it's not, you know, it's not like something that is a deal breaker. Yeah, we're rage baiting her. Yeah, but the clip is like, I mean, she's exaggerating her reaction here, which is funny because like she says it, I think she says it like right after the clip is done. But of course, that part never gets.
You know, Taylor Swift with you guys. I'm not even kidding. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
You know what?
We asked you about the biggest news in America, which is her engagement.
You guys are infuriating. So it's not like, oh, how exciting! What flowers is she gonna have? You're like, oh my God, Kitty, did you shit yourself? Did you shit in your little pretty pants? You stupid little bitch that loves Taylor Swift. Did you drink your pumpkin spice latte and kick your stupid little Ugg boots in the air? You dumb little fucking cunt. Is that what you say to me?
She's so real for this, not gonna lie. Yeah, she was banging. Nah, brother, it's just funny. I think so too. I think it's great content. She was right and valid. I would have crashed out on you dunderheads too. See, this is what I mean. People don't understand it. It's not as serious. Anyway, how do you guys navigate those boundaries? Do y'all know it's always content? Yes, dude. What do you mean? This is such a funny question because it's like, this is like what you see on camera is oftentimes an exaggerated version, but also like we're friends. Like we spend time with one another off camera. We talk to one another about, you know, issues that we have in our lives. I don't know how it's been like 8 years and I still always try to describe to people that like what you see on camera and your interpretation of events is not always going to be correct. And that a lot can get lost in like the nuance. You're forgetting just how autistic your chat is, Abby. I don't think it's the autism of my community, honestly, but I think there is something that like, I think the internet just makes people's interpretation of things more neurodivergent because of the medium. Like the medium itself is not up for any sort of real interpretation, and because you just can't tell. What you see is what you get. And especially if it's like negatively framed, especially if you're like leaning in the direction of something like that, unless you literally say, I am joking over and over again, or like lights are flashing that says, this is a joke, this is a joke, people are most likely going to take it seriously. And even if they are different in their own assessment, in their own interpersonal assessments, in their own lives with their own friends, in the real world, they can't make that similar. They can't translate that assessment to like what they see online. And I fall into this trap every now and then. It's just like a part of the medium. It is what it is. But like I said, I enjoy it. I think this kind of controversy is good. Hopefully they'll come in to watch QTCINDERELLA bravely defend feminism on the pod, and it will drive discourse, but then hopefully attention to the podcast as well. Also, it is funny when people literally are continuing to do this thing where they say, well, Cutie read her comment on the video. Cutie commented that she's no longer talking about Taylor Swift on the pod though. It's definitely nuanced. The pushback is definitely because of the audience reaction. Like once again, you are talking to a 34-year-old adult who spent last night with these people. Why do you think you know about this back and forth better than I do? This is what I will never understand. People will be like, nah, dude, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. They think you are doing damage control. I know. That's what's so, I don't even give a shit about this. Yeah, we're misogynistic and we're really fighting. You should check out the next episode to find out more. Okay. Yeah. And then people will be like, this is not a hill to die on. Yeah. The last thing I want to show you, of course, is that like right after this is over.
America, which is her engagement.
Did you drink your pee?
Anyway.
Man, I feel like throwing trash at her right now.
Cutie,
Okay.
we don't
No,
have,
okay?
we don't have to talk about Taylor Swift. You have a
scary.
You have a better.
You should be.
You have a.
I'm sick and tired of
You have a better segment.
Wait, do you have anything to say about it though?
I do have shit
It
to say
is
about
kind of the biggest news in the United States.
There's not. I personally feel, because I keep getting asked this, I really don't think there's much to say. I really don't.
No,
Are you happy for her?
No, I
She's
think you got a
engaged?
lot of smoke for the upcoming part of this Taylor Swift reaction, because I wanted to talk about it because you got Charlie Kirk being a fucking dickhead. Austin was trying to, what's really funny about this is Austin desperately trying to move the conversation aggressively, because he wants this whole time in the background. Austin's like, please shut the fuck up. Just stop talking about Taylor Swift. Not because he's like worried about QTCINDERELLA or anything like that. It's because he's got these guys waiting in my studio to do this bit, and it was incredible. It was an incredible episode, banger episode, spectacular episode. Those poor men waiting almost 50 minutes on Hasan's stream room. Yeah, but that's why he was trying to push the combo. But I guess there's a point where she basically says it's a fucking bit. Okay, I think, what is it, like around here or something?
Who obviously is very popular and incredibly supported.
That'd be a lot of children.
I think that
What is it? As I 4530s where Cutie says she likes farming rage clips. Yeah.
I don't remember. I just like farming those clips where I yell and then they cut it into something.
No, honestly, that one's gonna do really
I
well.
was running out of stuff to say. Yeah.
You knew there was men waiting? No, I didn't. I had no idea. You already talked about it, but I'm making a PowerPoint for Cutie and I'm going to destroy you and Will /J. Yeah.